Okay, we're live. Hello, everyone. This is another episode of Open Book. I am Billy Price, co-founder of Billy Footwear. And for those out there that are not familiar with Open Book, it is something I absolutely love. We do it every week, or at least we try to do it every week. And it's a great opportunity for you guys to learn more about the brand and to learn more about the folks that we have the honor of collaborating with, both as individuals and as organizations. So today we are absolutely honored to have Marissa. Marissa is joining us today. She is on the board of directors of Autism Society of Colorado. Welcome, Marissa.
Thank you for having me.
So, Marissa, I'm really excited for this conversation, and there's lots of things I want to ask you. But I think a great place for us to start is, just describe. Tell us about Autism Society of Colorado.
Yeah, so the Autism Society of Colorado is a wonderful nonprofit organization. We serve the entire state of Colorado, and we provide everything from resources to free support groups. And we also have a wonderful picnic every year for families as well, too. Some other great things we do, we partner with a lot of people in the community and have events as well too. And sometimes even when events are coming here to Colorado, they'll utilize us to help ensure that they have a sensory-friendly event as well too, to help the community, the neurodiverse community. So it's a really great nonprofit, and I'm so glad that I get to be on the board of directors for it.
Oh, wow. Wow, I love that, and I want to go deeper. How did you get involved?
Yeah, so I actually, before my current role, I used to work for a provider that did therapy for kids with autism. So it bloomed into more of a business development role. But what I originally did was I actually helped with intake as well too. So I was the first person a family talked to when they were calling in to learn more about this therapy. I walked them through the whole process, and I actually got to join some of their meetings as well with their therapists just to see how the kid and the family were doing. And I just absolutely love that piece of it. So after I left the industry, I just really missed being connected with these families and being able to still help and provide resources for them. And the opportunity came up to be on the board. So I joined the board, and then the president role opened up, and I got elected to be president as well too, which I absolutely love, helping fundraise and also just helping families in the area too.
Wow. Wow, what an honor. I mean, talk about just getting connected and jumping in and now the reach out. I mean, oh my goodness. I'm curious, is there someone, what's the connection point between you and someone with autism? Is there someone in your family that has autism, or is it just something that landed in your lap?
Yeah, I don't have anybody in my family actually, but I did volunteer when I was in high school. I grew up in the Chicago suburbs, so it was back there, and I worked with kids. It was actually a great program. They were kids with higher needs, but they got integrated into a day camp, and I got to be their support there and help them, with whatever they needed to help be a part of that camp. And I just absolutely loved it. And then also just being so involved with these families as well too, and just seeing everything they go through. I mean, we talk to families who anywhere from like new diagnosis to, their child has been on the spectrum and is now a teenager. So I really got to see everything they had to go through and where that big gap was as well too, in terms of having those resources and things like that. But my daughter actually ended up being a little delayed with her gross motor skills. And it was something too that when I went through it, I knew exactly where I needed to go, what I needed to do, what resources, what I could look for because of this business development role that I was in and knowing all the resources. And I immediately knew that most families aren't in business development in the community and wouldn't know where to go. So that's where it really struck me that I wanted to be that help and that support for families that just, you get this overwhelming information and things you need to do, but you just don't even know where to start.
Wow. So there's, oh my gosh. So there's so many things you said right there that really resonated with me. And I'm trying to think the best one to start with. I guess the first one I'll start with is when you're talking about just not knowing where to go.
Mm-hmm.
That one really strikes a chord because I recall, so I'm a wheelchair user. That wasn't always the case. I broke my neck when I was a teenager. And I went from a fiercely independent kid to a very dependent kid, and lost the dexterity of my hands and a lot of other things. So when that happened, I was starved for information. I just didn't know what the future, what the then was going to look like, and then what the future is going to look like, and to be able to find information, and to be able to find any sort of like mentor or whatever, or even just a shoulder to cry on, like just to share like frustrations. It was very challenging. And I mean, that was in 1996. So it was definitely pre like internet, or at least internet was just getting going, but it was very, very challenging to get connected to any sort of community that could
Yeah.
help share. I mean, just like show that you're not alone, you know? So what you're doing and being able to get people out or get people connected is truly incredible. So
Yep.
great.
And that's kind of, the Autism Society. So there's the Autism Society of America as well too. And kind of, what we say is the connection is you, and that, we really, although there's a lot of different needs throughout families and people that do have autism, we have a lot of great things for support. So one of the things that we do is these free support groups, and it's for families, it's for individuals, and we have everything from, for parents, for spouses or partners that have somebody that's on the spectrum. We have groups for LGBTQIA plus. So there's all these different groups where people can connect, and it's over Zoom, which, as we know, we do have some social groups as well that meet in person, but it helps that, these families that maybe in a more rural area or may not have as much connection or know as many people, they can all come together and talk and have conversations and really connect with each other.
Wow. Well, boy, I love that. And I think another thing that comes to mind that I'd love to explore here is, autism can be a hidden disability. I mean, so
Mm-hmm.
me being someone that uses a wheelchair, it's very obvious. I mean, I just carry it. It's just part of me. Like it's right in your face. You see it immediately. Whereas with autism, I remember talking to one parent one time, and they said, if you've met someone that has autism, you've met someone that has autism. I mean, because
Mm-hmm.
everyone that has autism, or anyone, I mean, everyone's unique in general, but uh, the level, the degree of autism it's all over the place. So to be able
Mm-hmm.
to, I don't know, navigate those waters and to be able to come together and I don't know, how do you, I guess every parent that calls you, it's like, how do you kind of evaluate like where they're at?
Yeah, I think a lot of it is listening. We have a wonderful person that picks up the phone every day and answers all of our texts and emails, and she is absolutely wonderful. So I think listening is the biggest piece, right? And you get an understanding of that person, and you can follow up with more questions to kind of understand where they're at and what they really need. Because, there may be this one mom who just got the diagnosis, no matter what the age, and they really just need resources. They need the next steps. They're going down their list. And then there's some parents that just maybe sometimes feel a little alone and just need somebody to talk to. And that's the great thing about the Autism Society of Colorado. We're here to listen, whether you just need to talk and vent and, have an understanding ear on what you're going through. Because for some people, it can feel like a grieving process. It's a lot different than maybe what you had expected life was going to be in the future, or things like that. Or, sometimes, there's guilt. Sometimes the people that are higher functioning don't even get diagnosed till later in life. Or maybe you're a person on the spectrum and just don't know where to go next too. I mean, we help absolutely everybody. So I think listening and understanding and asking questions really helps us understand what they need next, whether it's a resource, a support group, social group, or maybe it's just, helping them know that there's more people out there. And we do an annual walk where families and so many people come together for our walk with autism and, celebrate and have a great time. And, there's resources as well too. So it's just a really great time there as well.
Mm. So does your reach, is it just Colorado or does it reach beyond Colorado?
We can go beyond Colorado. Our main focus is the state of Colorado, but we are part of the Autism Society of America. So really we are, throughout the nation and can really help and get connected. So if somebody calls us from, Montana or Wyoming, we'll make sure that we help them find the resources they need in their state, and we'll connect with the Autism Society of America and really help support them that way.
Well, awesome. Well, I think this is a great opportunity to be able to share your website.
Yep.
So everyone that's looking or listening, the website is autismcolorado.org, and lots of resources on there. So,
Yep.
So Marissa, can you talk about the website just a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So we have a great events calendar. So if you want to know anything that's going on, whether it's our groups, what we're going to be participating in, where we're helping, where there might be a low sensory event, it's all on our calendar. You can look there. You can see our awesome team and board of directors on there as well too. And we also have resources and ways you can connect with us.
That's awesome. And then social.
Yep. And we have a great group. Just as a side note, we actually are working with a school with people with all different neurodiversities, and they are actually helping us run our social media. So it's really great. Not only are they helping us out as well too, and learning social media and getting those likes and things like that, they are treating it as a job as well. So they're learning things with money and everything like that too. It's really a great thing that this partnership just happened this year that we get to do with them.
Yeah. Well, so on screen, the Instagram handle up is at Autism Colorado. This is for Instagram. Is this the same for Facebook as well?
I believe so.
Okay. Okay, cool. Let me take a quick click here. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I just checked. So at Autism Colorado is the same for both Instagram and Facebook.
Yep.
Boy, what you guys are doing is so not only amazing, but so vital, being able to get people together. And I mean, I guess kind of circling back, just the simple words like "you're not alone." I mean, it's like,
Yep.
we're in this together. Those are very, very powerful words.
Yep. And I think that's a lot of feedback we get from a lot of people in our groups too, is sometimes it does feel a little lonely. Not everyone understands, what they're going through and things like that. So it's great to have this wonderful community of people that, they can come and talk freely and, have other people understand where they're at.
Oh, most definitely. Well, Marissa, I want to thank you for your time. I mean, this was an absolute joy getting to speak with you. Before we sign off, I just want to give you the mic one more time. Is there anything else you'd like to share before we sign off?
Well, if you are in Colorado, we have an awesome picnic coming up July 22nd. So if you want to meet other families, there's going to be face painting, food trucks, really fun time. And then, of course, our Walk with Autism is on September 16th. We would love to have families join, register, and learn about all the wonderful resources in Colorado.
Oh, wow. I've had the opportunity to come to Colorado a number of times, and you are in an absolute beautiful, beautiful state. So outdoorsy, and oh my gosh, it's sunny. It seems like it's sunny all the time. When it gets rains or whatever, it just seems like it goes away and the sun comes back out.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's very sunny here, but been to Seattle as well too. I really love it, but we were very fortunate that it was pretty sunny almost the entire time we were there, which is, I know, sometimes a little unusual. So, but we love Seattle as well too.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, everyone that's listening in, Billy Footwear is based out of Seattle. So it's green for a reason. It rains a lot, but when the sun does come out, it's pretty darn nice.
Yep.
Well, Marissa, thank you again. This was such a joy. Everyone else, this is another episode of Open Book. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll have another one real soon. Till then.